Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. He's going to bring it out from deep. Lowers those pads. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. He'll start this drive firing. Floating away. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
The incompletion brings up a second down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Back to throw, it's Ward. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. On first down, here comes this offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. The run from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Here's the handoff. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Georgia going up tempo. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable at that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Canes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Give to the running back. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9.
At the 9-yard line. Brings up second.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Motion from the offense. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air, using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Miami! PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Etienne. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm.
Reels it in down the left side. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Georgia! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see. You got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Bangs it through for an extra point. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking everything.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Ward. Looking to buy time. He'll get rid of it. It's complete. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. The corners are walked up tight, trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. The Hurricanes moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unleashes one. Complete downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
Off play action. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
They'll give it to him again. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Dropping back, it's Beck. Quickly to the tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. The give to the back. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
From the gun, running back gets to give.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On 4th down, going to the air. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to...
Hit the afterburners, kid. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Ward. Looking deep. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away.
Number 30, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Etienne. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He puts some heat on that one down the middle.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll leave it with him. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They're going to go right back to him on first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. One more snap coming before halftime. Hand off from the shotgun. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Miami 13, Georgia 7.
They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told...
He makes a grab, takes it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense when number 3's coming soon.
On to attempt the try.
Victor is on for the extra point.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And the Canes will hustle to the line.
And, man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. And that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open receiver.
Dances away from the heat. Going for it all. Touchdown, Canes! And that one will put them up here in the second half. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Etienne. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Georgia.
Now on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the
Fires the pass, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Had to get rid of it quickly. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 28. Looking to throw, it's Ward. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And that pass intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. They've got the screen set up. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they were really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
A first down run in the red zone. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And it's 3rd and goal, and listen, you're throwing for it. I get it, but we got to understand the shortness of the field down here and what I can get off quickly. I can't take sacks. I want to give myself that opportunity on 4th down to have a really manageable situation if I want to go for it.
This is really aggressive here. Still just a one-possession game in the 3rd quarter, and they're going for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. They knock him down, and what a disastrous play for this offense. A loss of 10. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw. It's Ward. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires on the move. A strike downfield. An explosive play to wrap up the 3rd quarter. Oh, they finally got him out of bounds, but not before. He carried some momentum for his team into the 4th quarter.
21, Georgia 17.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
And this is a moment with the lead late on third down that I would put the ball in the quarterback's hands and trust him to get this first down and keep you on the field. He's one of the most highly rated guys in the country. Throwing it, and if it's not there, use his God-given athleticism to go keep these sticks moving.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's caught! Touchdown, Miami!
How about the bomb? The Hail Mary coming out, and the offense executes it great. They throw the ball deep. Where's the defense? Man, you know this ball is going deep. You know they need it. They got to have it. And the defense just doesn't play great, doesn't get to the football to make a play.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to move it through the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. On first down from the 13-yard line. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Back to pass, it's Beck. He wants it all. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense in getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They still need a touchdown to take the lead here in the fourth, and they'll try to get the ball back with the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitz that's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
They're trying to get to it. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Now improvising. He'll let it go down the right side. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
What a momentum-changing play. Just when they needed to get the takeaway, he steps up with a massive interception. Now gives his team a chance to regain the lead here in the fourth quarter.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got it in the middle. It's Urasek. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Going up top on first down. He's taking the deep shot. Fires and picked off.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost him.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score. Lost one deep down the right side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. They'll run play action. Looking to scramble. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. He's going up top here late in the game. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On third down, he drops to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Off the play fake on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And he has taken it all the